Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and I just want to show you guys how much it would take to get some of these top prospects. So let's start with Vlad Guerrero Jr. Let's just see what they would want for him. So look at this. They would want our top prospect in the organization, Brian Anderson. On top of that, Starlin Castro, and on top of that, Magneuris Sierra, just for Vlad Guerrero Jr. So, no. That's an absolute no. I just want to show you guys like how much it would take to get some of these top prospects. See, look at this for Ronald Acuna. So, Lewis Brinson, Harleen Garcia, and Drew Steckenrider just for Acuna. I'm definitely not going to trade Lewis Brinson. I mean, he's definitely our top. He's really our top prospect. I mean, he's definitely number one. Brian Anderson is probably number two because he's A potential. I definitely have some other top prospects as well that I don't want to trade, which includes Braxton Garrett and Trevor Rogers. I don't want to trade them, especially Trevor Rogers. He's going to be a stud once he gets up to the show. See, in every deal, here's Willie Calhoun. They want either Brian Anderson, Lewis Brinson, or one of our top prospects. Bruh. Look at this one. JT Realmuto, Sandy Alcantara, and Brian Anderson. So, I mean, it's hard to trade for these guys that are major prospects, especially when they have A potential. I mean, the computer makes it impossible to trade for these guys. I mean, Willie Calhoun's got power as a second baseman. I mean, he's going to be a stud. And a lot of these top prospects are going to be studs. I mean, let's just go over and see Shohei Ohtani really quick just to see like what they would want for him. I think he's a pitcher in this. Yeah, so he's actually their highest rated pitcher right now. And I don't even know if they see. Look, they want Lewis Brinson, Starlin Castro, and Steckenrider all in one trade. Bruh. So I mean, the things you'd have to give up to get some of these guys is insane. I mean, seriously. I mean, it's insane. And he can actually hit. Look at this, man. If you change his position, I don't know if this game allows you to put Shohei Ohtani at DH as well. But I mean, look at right now. He's got 93 arm strength. He can hit too. So if you really wanted him to be just strictly an outfielder, he could do that. I mean, look at his stats hitting the ball. He's pretty good. And one more guy. Let's look at Rogers from the Rockies. Let's just look at him real quick. Where is he? So there he is here. So Brendan Rodgers, top shortstop in the organization. He's probably on his way to the show. Actually, you know what? Did the Rockies make a trade? We need to look at this before. Okay, so look, they want Lewis Brinson, but wait, hold on. Did the Rockies make a trade? Let me just go to completed transactions. Let's go to trades. So let's see. So let's move down here. Looking at all the trades. There's our trades. They did. They traded Trevor Story for Joey Gallo straight up. Bruh. So they got a power hitting first baseman to the Rockies, and the Rangers got a power hitting shortstop. I mean, wow. Let me just look at the Rangers roster now. I mean, they have Odor and Trevor Story. Let's just look at their roster real quick. So if you look at their roster, so they have Odor at second base, then they have Trevor Story, then they have Adrian Beltre. That just doesn't make any sense. They have Elvis Andrus there. I mean, he's their starting shortstop. Why would they trade for another infielder? Unless they slid Beltre to first base, and then they slid either Andrus or Story to third base. That's the only thing that makes sense. I mean, can I look at their lineup? Let me just see if I can look at their lineup and see what they're dealing with right now. Where are they? Texas. So look at this. They have Trevor Story on the bench. So this just doesn't make any sense. I mean, left-handed pitchers, look at this. They have him in there. But versus right-handers, they have him on the bench. That just doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, look at this. They're even sitting Odor versus left-handers with no DH. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. They are in the AL, so they always will have the DH. But, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Why would they put Story on the bench? I mean, let's look at who they have. They put Jurickson Profar at first base over sliding Beltre over to first and then having Trevor Story at third. I mean, that's just questionable. I don't know what's going on with that. And then let's look at the Colorado Rockies because they got Joey Gallo in a trade. So let's just look at what they have Did I pass them? Let me just see. There they go. So their lineup kind of looks like this. So Gallo's hitting in the 6 hole. I mean, with his power, I'm surprised he's hitting in the 6 hole in this lineup. But they do have Nolan Arenado, Charlie Blackmon in the 3 spot. Charlie Blackmon is just a straight beast, man. Look at his. Look at the last 3 years, including this year. 302 this season, 331 last season with 37 home runs. I didn't realize he hit that many home runs. 29 homers year before that, 17-19. I mean, this is just insane. I mean, his OPS gotta be, look at his OPS with 1,000 last year. Year before that was 933. I mean, he is just a straight beast. Slugging percentage at 601. I mean, he is just a beast. So let's see, man. We're going up in a tough part of the schedule, going up against the Dodgers, then Atlanta once again, then the Mets, then the Nationals, and then the San Diego Padres to end the calendar month. So we kind of have a tough stretch, but you know, we want to get some wins, man. I am in full rebuild, but we do want to win some games. So let's hop into some game action. Let's get it. So Despaigne's actually been one of our best pitchers so far. He's 2-1 in 8 starts, 3.42 ERA, which isn't the lowest, obviously, but he has the lowest whip as a starter in our rotation. But we're going up against the top team in the NL possibly, and here is Cody Bellinger getting going early on in this game, starting out the second inning with a hit down the line. And next up, Justin Turner on a 1-1 count hits a bloop to left field, but that one is going to be caught that time. And now we're going to have 1 out in the inning, and Despaigne get into a little bit of trouble. We get Matt Kemp to ground out to second base. So now a runner on third with 2 outs with Yasiel Puig coming up. He's only hitting 199 on the year, so he grounds out to Brian Anderson, and Brian Anderson makes the tough throw across the Nyman, but we get him at first base. And they have Rich Hill on the mound, and Rich Hill's 4-1 up to this point. His ERA is 2.36, whip with a 1.23. And I mean, this is gonna be a tough game. Anytime you go up against the Dodgers, it's always a tough game. Their lineup is just straight stacked. I mean, if you got Jock Peterson coming off your bench, remember him last year in my franchise? I mean, he was hitting home run after home run last year in MLB the Show. But if you got them coming off your bench, I mean, they just got a stacked lineup. So here we're facing Corey Seager after not doing anything through the first 3 innings on offense. Facing Corey Seager, that he's gonna hit a little Texas leaguer to the center field, and he's going to be on first with 1 out here in the 4th. And next up, Cody Bellinger is going to hit a grounder to the second baseman that time, but we're going to recover, get him out at first. But they got Justin Turner coming up next, and this time he's not going to fail. He's going to hit one down the right field line for a stand-up double. Martin Prado gets it in, not before the Dodgers get on the board first here in the 4th inning. But Matt Kemp comes up once again with another grounder, so we do get out of the inning that time. JT Riddle with a throw to Bohr that time. So now on to the 6th inning. We haven't done anything up into the 6th inning. And here's Scott Van Slyke facing his former team, the Dodgers, getting on that time with a walk, but Lewis Brinson can't do anything. He's actually been struggling as of late, but JT Realmuto hits a hard liner to shortstop. Corey Seager's going to field that one. He's going to be out, but he's going to overthrow the first baseman that time. So the runner's actually going to advance to third base with Starlin Castro coming to the plate with a chance to tie this game up, and he swings at a curveball in the dirt, and that is going to be a strikeout. So no runs through 6 innings surrendered for Rich Hill. But now on to the bottom of the 8th inning. JT Riddle coming up, starting out the inning with 1 out with a hit to left field, and that one's going to be in the gap. And JT Riddle, not known for his speed, he's going to get around the second bag, and he's going to head to third base, sliding in there for a triple here. But now we bring Garrett Cooper in to pinch hit for the pitcher, and he's been kind of a hot and cold hitter, so hopefully he stays hot, and he does. He gets a line shot to left field, and that one is going to tie this game up. We haven't had many hits, but this has been a timely hit in this game. So now they bring in Ross Stripling out of the bullpen, and he's been not very good up to this point. He's got a 6.08 ERA, but he's facing Lewis Brinson, who's kind of been cold this game. hitting a pop out to right field, and that one is going to drop in front of Yasiel Puig. But look at the base runner that time, Garrett Cooper. He gets confused and he doesn't make it to second base. So now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning, a 1-2 count, a hit and run. We just try it because why not in the 8th inning? And we advance to runner to third base. So now Starlin Castro gets another opportunity to drive in another run, and he gets a pitch right down the middle. But this one is going to be popped out to Yasiel Puig in right field. So this one is going to head to extra innings. So now we're on to the bottom of the 11th. This one's going to get past the fielder that time, bobbled, but JT Realmuto's got that speed as a catcher to get to first base, and they're going to rule that one a base hit. So now Starlin Castro comes up, hits a little dribbler to second base this time, but advanced in runner to second base. So 2 outs here in the inning with Mr. Big Fly Justin Bour coming up, and he's been hot as of late, but 0 for 4 in this game. He hits a little dribbler back to the pitcher, and we do not score any runs. Now we're on to the top of the 13th here, and now we have Jarlin Garcia into relief, and he gives up a leadoff hit to the right side that time. I think that was Chris Taylor. Actually, Chris Taylor's coming up here. So Chris Taylor comes up, tries to sacrifice bunt, but he bunts it a little too hard down the line. We get the runner out at second, but I forgot, Chris Taylor's got that speed on first base. So Logan Forsythe comes up, and he swipes it back. Chris Taylor gets in safe. So Forsythe with a chance to bring in a run, but swings at the outside fastball that time. So now Corey Seager comes up, 2 for 5 in this game, a double and a single. With 2 outs, he hits one up the middle, and oh, that's going to be just past the glove of JT Riddle. And Lewis Brinson is going to come up throwing, but he's going to be too late. The runner is going to come in to score in the top of the 13th inning. So we bring in Severino Gonzalez to get us out of this inning, facing Cody Bellinger, and he's going to locate a nice pitch, but that one's going to be a hard shot to Brian Anderson, but he can help handle it, and he throws to first base for the out. So now Larry Garcia is going to lead off the bottom of the 13th inning with 1 out, and he's going to get that one past the first baseman. So starting out this inning with 1 out on first, and here is Lewis Brinson coming up. He's had a struggle up to this point, but with a 2-2 count, gets a pitch over the middle and hits a deep one to the right center gap, and it bounces off the wall. And Larry Garcia is going to round third, head home, and he's going to get in to score. So now we have an opportunity, after tying this game up off the Lewis Brinson double, to possibly win this game. And with 1 out, JT Realmuto hits a line shot to right field, and that one's going to be deep enough to advance Brinson to third base. So this is a perfect situation. Starlin Castro, once again, another opportunity to win this game, and once again, 3 straight times he has runners in scoring position, and he cannot come through. Lines out to right field, but Derek Dietrich comes on in the bottom of the 15th, and he's been kind of a disappointment up to this point in the season, but this time he's going to hit a nice hard liner to the left center gap, and that one is going to drop in, and Derek Dietrich is going to start this inning out with a double here in the 15th inning. This is a very, very long game, but Derek Dietrich does his job, gets it going, but JT Riddle comes up, 3-2 count, and he gets a hold of one, hitting it down the right field line, and Derek Dietrich's rounding third, heading home, and he's going to get in to score. And we are going to need that win because we lost the previous 2 games in this series, and now JT Riddle comes through, an unlikely hero, and he's been a guy that's been kind of on the MLB bubble as far as a roster goes, because I've been kind of contemplating moving him up and down, but he comes through with the walk-off hit that time. Not really too much offense in this game. Realmuto goes 2 for 4. Riddle goes 2 for 6. But besides that, not too much offense. 9 hits in the game. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. That was a long game, but we do come away with the victory. But let's build off of this, and let's check out some of our prospects next episode, so stay tuned.